Samsung finally made official their brand new Galaxy Note 10 and S10 Lite, but we still don't know why. We have our first look at the OnePlus Concept 1, which is exactly what we were expecting, and the new Dell XPS 13 is going to be presented at CES 2020, and it looks really kind of hot. I'm Jaime Rivera, and yeah, it is just a day before we leave. It's kind of crazy, and still, we've got a lot of coverage that's already emerging. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begin with deals, and yes, believe it or not, it's going to continue to be about Apple products. Amazon is currently taking $70 off the high-end Wi-Fi and cellular variants of the Apple Watch Series 5, while the entry-level GPS configurations are $30 off. So for example, the 44mm stainless steel goes for $679 instead of $749. I do recommend you go for stainless steel if you plan to hold on to the watch for long, and I don't know why, but the LTE variant somehow has better battery life. For odd reasons. You can learn more about everything in the description. Now let's move the spotlight over to Huawei as we continue to get more information on what to expect for the company in 2020, given the ban that it's currently going through. We do know that the company managed to grow in 2019 despite the ban, but the company will apparently still be affected by it in 2020. According to DigiTimes, the status quo does not change. We do know that the United States is working with China on a trade deal, but it all depends on the fact that Huawei still relies on US components, not only for Android, but also for their 5G business as well. So we don't know exactly. You know, Huawei is such a large company. They've got their network business and their phone business and so many others. So we don't know exactly which ones are going to get benefited first. If they ever do, we'll keep you posted. And how about if we move the curtain over and start talking about CES 2020, because we already have announcements. We haven't even landed there. But yeah, Samsung is the first company. If you remember, we heard about the Galaxy Book Flex back in October. Now the company is ready to introduce their new Galaxy Book Flex Alpha, which will apparently bring 17 hours of battery life, a 13-inch QLED display with minimal bezels, a durable hinge, and a durable aluminum shell. It's expected to go on sale in the United States in the first half of 2020 for $830, with specs that include Intel's 10th generation processors, 8 gigs or 12 gigs of RAM, and up to 512 gigs on the SSD. Honestly, for the price, it is actually really cool. We'll see. Now, Dell is another company. I've been a huge fan of their XPS lineup, even though I had the Precision Pro instead of the XPS, but it was still the same design, more power. Think about it as I've always wanted that 13-inch model, and it just got sweeter. We're talking 3 variants of this new model, 13.4 inches diagonal in all of them, but then the changes are in the resolution, 1920 by 1200 Full HD Plus on the standard version, then we've got a Full HD Plus touchscreen on the other, and then 4K touchscreen with HDR on the last higher-end model. Other specifications include Intel's Ice Lake 10th generation Core i3, the Core i5 and Core i7 processors with 4, 8, 16, or 32 gigs of RAM, and obviously lots of options in the solid-state drive. It is a compelling product. I can't wait to get mine. We'll see. And now let's also move the spotlight over to OnePlus. I am expecting something hot from the company, given that concept that they've been teasing, but according to them, we don't have to wait until CES to get the news. On a recent tweet, the company just posted a short teaser that features triple cameras that you can apparently hide, making them somewhat invisible, thanks to some color-shifting glass technology and a very curved screen. Ice Universe also tweeted out a sketch of the phone, which shows the hidden cameras in the teaser. Sadly, it won't be a foldable, which is very interesting, or we don't know. It could be more than one product. Think about it as I'm really looking forward to seeing what we get. But finally, the hottest news today had to do one more time with Samsung and the fact that, well, we've been covering leaks of the Galaxy S10 Lite and the Note 10 Lite for a while. They finally became official. Both devices are similar when it comes to specifications, with both of them including a 6.7-inch OLED display with a centered punch hole that houses a 32-megapixel camera, 4,500 mAh battery, 128 gigs of storage, 6 or 8 gigs of RAM, and One UI 2.0 out of the box. Both of them have a stove at the back. Oddly, the S10 Lite brings a 48-megapixel sensor, while the Note 10 only brings a 12-megapixel sensor. Well, 3 actually. Samsung didn't disclose the processors, but the S10 Lite is expected to bring the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855, while the Note 10 will bring the Exynos 9810. We'll see the phones at CES and provide information on the timeline and availability and everything. Let us know in the comments down below. I mean, What do you think? What's the purpose of these phones? Because they're not light. It feels like if they're still loaded in a stock of processors and they came up with a new design to be able to sell out the rest of the internals, I don't know, whatever the case may be, let us know what you think in the comments down below. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on PocketNow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. Also follow us on social media as our extended coverage happens on Instagram. Follow me on my personal handles to see me play around with these phones. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you at CES. It's going to be mad.